Hey guys, SpinoDude here and welcome back to another video. Today guys, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Jurassic World Mattel Mini Dino Multipack with battle damage. So let's get these out of the packaging. Alrighty guys, so here we have the Mini Dino Multipack with battle damage. I believe this is a Walmart exclusive out of the packaging. And as you see, all of the figurines are in their own little plastic tray here. We're going to take a look at the figurines separately in just a second, but I thought we'd just take a quick overview of the actual packaging here. Now the packaging has this really nice artwork of, it looks like a Velociraptor perhaps, breaking out of an egg. I think that's really nice. We have a picture of the Tyrannosaurus Rex minifigure, 15 included, Jurassic World logo, and it says Mini Dino Multipack with battle damage on the bottom. And then on the back it just shows you all of the dinosaurs that are included in the set. And the Mosasaurus, I believe, is exclusive to this set, although I think it's included with one of the Matchbox car sets. And it just has the Jurassic World logo up there, Mini Dino Multipack, and there's just a bunch of legal stuff on the bottom with the Mattel logo. So why don't we break these minifigures out of the packaging. Alrighty, so it looks like they should pop open here. There's some tape on them there. Let's get that off. There we go. And there's all the dinos that are included in this multi-pack set. So let's go through each one by one. Alright, so starting off, we've got the Allosaurus minifigure. And this is obviously the same sculpt used for the Roarivores Allosaurus, but I think this looks very nice, and I'm looking forward to repainting these. These actually have a rubbery feeling and texture to them, so I hope the repaints actually work out, but you can see there's the battle damage, which I'm not a fan of. I would have rather just had a gray Allosaurus figure. But there's really not much to say about it, other than it has a nice little sculpt. There's just not much in the way of paintwork, and some of the other minis from Mattel, the ones that are slightly larger, I believe, actually have articulation at one point, but at one point in the sculpt, for example, some of the jaws open up, some of them have movable heads and such, but with this Allosaurus, and I think the entire rest of the figures, except the Mosasaurus, we'll check on that later on, I think these are just all static and don't have any articulation. But anyway, there's the Allosaurus. Let's move on to the next one. Pretty nice little sculpt here. Alright, up next we have the Materiacanthesaurus. And this one actually has a different sculpt, it looks like. Actually, it is different from the Roarivores Materiacanthesaurus. This actually looks more like the one from Jurassic World website, which should make for a great repaint, because I'm going to repaint it to look like the one from Jurassic World's website. You can see the battle damage there on the side. And yeah, the sculpt is really nice, and I really like they went for a unique one other than just the Roarivores sculpt. Very nicely done. And the feet aren't really too oversized on this one. They are oversized, but not as much as the other ones. So yeah, there is the Materiacanthesaurus. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we've got Stygimoloch Stiggy, who is going to be playing a heroic role in the third act of the film, according to a Mattel employee at the New York Toy Fair. I'm interested to see what role Stiggy will play, because he or she has not been featured in any of the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom trailers so far. But it's obvious that this is more of a main character, as they're featured on a lot of the merchandise and such. But yeah, very nice sculpt, large feet there. This one actually doesn't have any battle damage, surprising enough. But yeah, same rubbery texture, nicely done. Nice little minifigure there. So let's move on to the next one. Alright, up next guys, we've got the Pteranodon. This one actually looks really nice. Oh, and it has paint on the wings. I didn't see that when I just took it out of the packaging. Nice, it has some like red dry brushing or dark brown dry brushing. Pretty nice, nice sculpt. It looks like the Jurassic Park 3 Pteranodon, which I actually like better than the Jurassic World Pteranodons. I thought they were much scarier. But the Jurassic World Pteranodons are pretty cool as well, but I like that they went for the Jurassic Park 3 style with this particular sculpt. Yeah, the sculpt is very nice. I would like the addition of the paint there. These are going to make for some great repaints. Like I said, I'm looking forward to doing this. And this looks like a completely unique sculpt in pose as opposed to the other figures of Pteranodon that Mattel is releasing, which is pretty cool. So there is the Pteranodon. Let's take a look at the next one. Up next, we have the Apatosaurus with battle damage, as you can see on the side there. This Apatosaurus has a very short tail, and I wonder if this is hinting at us perhaps getting an Apatosaurus toy in the future? Maybe, because they did make this unique sculpt for it here. And it would be nice to have a sauropod toy, like a big sauropod toy from Mattel. That would be super cool. But the tail is very short there, as you can see, and so far, I believe this is the only sauropod toy that you can actually get from Mattel, which is a little bit disappointing, seeing how the sauropods are such a big part of the Jurassic franchise, especially with the Brachiosaurus and everything. But anyway, there is the Apatosaurus. Pretty nicely done. I like the sculpt a lot. Up next, we have a very Jurassic World-esque Triceratops, and I actually really like this sculpt. This is incredibly film accurate. If you just look at the shaping of the head and everything there, the way the head sculpt is done, that is very nicely done. Great attention to detail. The actual Rorivores Triceratops is based off of the Jurassic Park Triceratops, but I really like they went with the Jurassic World Triceratops for this one. Great job, Mattel. That is the Triceratops. Let's take a look at the next one. Alright, up next we have the Stegosaurus with battle damage, and this is actually a slightly different sculpt in comparison to the Action Attack Stegosaurus figure that was just released. You can see it has the battle damage on the side there. Very nice sculpt. I like the plates, slightly warped because of the more rubbery material, but I'm okay with that. You can see the spikes on the end of the tail there. Very nicely done. His beak there is bent a little bit weirdly, if you can see that. Looks kind of like some funny bird or something. But anyway, there's the Stegosaurus. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we have good old Velociraptor Blue. And I'm not an incredible fan of this sculpt because of the size of the feet they've given Blue there. Those are some huge feet. And at least they'll help the figure balance, but still, those are absolutely massive. And the pose here is actually very similar to Hasbro's mini dinosaurs that they released. And I actually think I prefer Hasbro's more solid material for the minis as opposed to the more rubbery material. But the sculpts here are definitely much better on Mattel's, definitely. So there is Mini Velociraptor Blue, one of the stars of the film. Let's move on to the next one. And up next, here is Rexy herself, looking pretty nice. Again, the absolutely massive feet, which I'm not a fan of, but other than that, really nice sculpt for such a small figure. They captured the iconic skull shape of the Tyrannosaurus Rex very well, in my opinion. Nice texturing throughout, and this one has like a darker dry brushing or airbrushing on top, and it transitions into this lighter tannish brown color, which is pretty nice that they gave us a double tone of color there, but I am going to be repainting these, so looking forward to that. So there is the T-Rex. Let's see which one is next. Oh, here's a good one. My favorite dinosaur from the original Jurassic Park film, Dilophosaurus, and that looks great. Look at that sculpt. This should be a fun one to paint up and do all the patterning on the frill and everything. That should be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to doing that. But very nice sculpt again, and I think this one is actually based off of the Legacy Collection Dilophosaurus, which is coming out later this summer. I was going to get the Attack Pack Dilophosaurus, but I'm actually waiting for the Legacy Collection because I like that one a lot more. And this is a very nice little figure for being one solid color. The detail is very nice. So let's move on to the next one. Alrighty, up next we've got a dinosaur that I can't wait to see in action in Fallen Kingdom this summer. This is the Baryonyx, and the head actually looks more like a Suchomimus to me because of how thin it is, and the shaping looks more like a Suchomimus, but this is a Baryonyx, it says so on the packaging. Very nice sculpt. I wish the claws were a little more prominent on the forelimbs, but other than that, very nicely done. This is loosely based off of the Rorivores Baryonyx, I'd say, but I do like the crocodilian pattern on the back. I like that addition to the Baryonyx in the film. So there's the Baryonyx. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, here is a fan favorite that I'm excited to see in Fallen Kingdom this summer. If it has any more scenes, I hope it does. This is the Carnotaurus. And it looks like this one is based off of the, loosely based off of the Action Attack Carnotaurus. But really nice pose on this. I think that's great. Very large feet once again, but very nice detailing, and it's going to make for a great repaint. So that's the Carnotaurus. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we've got the big bad dino for Fallen Kingdom. Here is the Indo Raptor. and I really like the pose on this one. It's in that crawling pose that we've seen in the trailer recently, with it crawling on the roof towards Lucy, I believe her name is. You can correct me. I think it's Lucy or Macy, something like that. And then Owen. A very nice pose, has the gold or yellow stripe. Whoops, almost dropped you there, buddy. Going down the side of the body, and the quills on the back, and the quills on the back of the neck. Very nicely done. So that's the Indo Raptor. Let's move on to the next one. Up next, we've got an awesome one. That is a very cool choice. I'm actually gonna have to bring my other hand in here so you can actually see this one. This is the Indominus Rex, and it's been molded in a transparent plastic to give off the effect that it's camouflaging. But the sculpt is fantastic for this one, and I cannot wait to repaint this and actually paint it like the Indominus Rex. Can't wait to do that coming up on the channel, and I will make a video of doing the repaints of all of these, which should be fun. So that's the Indominus Rex. Let's move on to the final one, actually. And here is the final one, which is the big one in the set. It is the Mosasaurus. Just look at that, and this one does have an articulated jaw, which is awesome. So the big Mosasaurus in the set does have the articulated jaw, as you can see, so you can have some awesome fights. You can actually bring in the Indominus Rex, have it drag it underwater like that if you want to. But beautiful sculpt and great paint job on this one. This is fantastic. I think only the eye and the teeth and the interior of the mouth really need to be painted to make this look like the actual Mosasaurus in the film, so I probably will just do that. But we'll see, I might do some washes and more dry brushing on it as well. But there is the Mosasaurus. Awesome little minifigure there. Alright, so why don't we do a quick measurement of the largest figure in the pack, the Mosasaurus obviously being the biggest. So in terms of the length, we are looking at about 5.5 inches long, which is about 14 centimeters. And in terms of the height, on just the Mosasaurus here, we're looking at a little under 2 inches, which is about 5 centimeters. Alrighty guys, and here are all the minifigures in the set, all 15 of them all lined up with each other. And for a comparison, I thought I'd bring out the Funko Pop Ian Malcolm, and he's going to be blocking a few of them there, but you can see a good example of the actual size of these figures. Alrighty guys, it's time for my overall rating, and I think that this brand new Jurassic World Mattel Mini Dino Multipack with battle damage deserves 4 stars out of 5, an epic rating. This really exceeded my expectations. The sculpts are very nicely done, and although there is a lack of paint on the minifigures here, I think for the price, this is $9, $9 US I got this for, which is a phenomenal price. And you get like all of the major dinosaurs in the film really. You've got Dilophosaurus, Materiacanthesaurus, Indominus Rex, which wasn't even necessary. You get Stygimoloch, Triceratops, Indo Raptor, Baryonyx, Carnotaurus, Pteranodon, Mosasaurus with an articulated jaw, Allosaurus, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Velociraptor Blue, Stegosaurus, and Apatosaurus. I think these are all super cool, and I'm looking forward to repainting these coming up very soon on the channel, so stay tuned for that video. Well, there we go guys, that was today's look at the brand new Jurassic World Mattel Mini Dino Multi-Pack with battle damage. I think this is a fantastic little set for collectors or for kids. There's a ton of dinosaurs in this pack and it's great for the retail price. If you guys want to get this for yourself, they just became available Monday, April 16th, and they are Walmart exclusives. So anyway guys, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like down below and subscribe to the channel. Also leave a comment telling me what you think of this awesome Dino Multi-Pack. So thank you so much guys for watching, and as always I will see you in my next video. Take care and bye bye.